Are you kidding me? The whole board is red. All of it canceled. I've got to be in New York Monday morning. I work. I got kids. I got a whole family waiting on me. And y'all shutting everything down like we don't exist. If you're American and you have an international trip coming up, I know you're probably panicking right now if you've been seeing the viral videos of people saying that they went on vacation, they traveled, got to their destination, and then upon arrival, they found out that their passports were canceled, and it was not canceled by them. They were told that their passport was canceled because it was reported lost or stolen. See, the thing is, it's not easy to report it as lost and stolen. You have to go through a bunch of different steps. It's not a simple clerical error. And that can be terrifying real time because now you're in this country. You don't have anyone to support you and you don't have access. So people are reporting that they've been detained, they've been sent right back, or they had to rush to the embassy and then spend hundreds of dollars, $300 and upwards, to get an emergency passport on the spot. The reality of the situation right now, we do not know how often this happens because they don't keep track of how many times passports that have been reported stolen was correct or it was a false report. But we do know currently it is a growing problem. And people are wondering, is this a method of revenge or control? They don't want people to travel?
Guys, imagine traveling from your own country to another country, then the country in which you have relocated to tell you your passport is not valid. That's the situation right now in United States of America. American citizens' passports are being erased from American passport databases. My first-time viewers, my returning viewers, thank you for always staying tuned to my channel. For those who are new here and first-time subscribers, I'm Marvin. And please and kindly feel free to hit the subscribe icon below for more American updates, more Black American hot gossips and trends. I also dig deeper into Jamaican lifestyle, Jamaican cultural life, and Jamaicans in the Caribbean and Jamaicans in the United States of America. You can as well share this video to your fellow American friends and family so that they can know the situation right now in USA. Most of all, like this video up. Our focus today will be in Trump's regime. American citizens are denied freedom to travel. Why is this happening? American passports are deleted from the government database. It is such a big blow to Americans, those who wish to travel, and also those who are away, far away from home. A question I have for you today, people, if you are in America right now and you're planning to travel, is your passport valid? Have you checked in the system if your passport is lost or stolen? Kindly do so because when you relocate to another country, you will be shocked when you realize that your passport is not valid enough. The following videos are true life experiences. A lawfully law-abiding American citizen who traveled from United States of America to Thailand, and to his shock, his passport was rendered invalid. This made Thailand Interpol Department to deport this American male citizen back to America. It is such a big blow to American citizens who are planning to leave America right now. Travelers are panicking, travelers are shocked, and travelers are terrified with this news. Make sure you stay tuned to my channel and I'll give you the updates on American passports. Also in this video, you can see steps in which you are supposed to take when your passport is rendered invalid or the passport is cancelled. Watch the end. Let's be on the same page. Let's watch the following videos, family.
I was deported from Thailand, and it's because the American system is failing you in a way that you don't even know about. So on December 28th, me and my girlfriend fly from Miami, Florida to Doha, Qatar to Bangkok, Thailand. And upon arrival, I go into immigration and I'm told that my passport is flagged as lost or stolen by Interpol. So in case you don't know, the only way that it can be marked as lost is if you yourself mark it as lost. You need your social security number, your birth certificate, you need all of your personal information to mark it as lost. I did not do that. So here I am, about as far away from the United States as I could possibly be, with an invalidated passport flagged by Interpol, International Police, to which I did not know about. I'm then told that I am not allowed to enter the country and I'm detained until I am back on United States soil. So I'm getting deported with an invalidated passport that I used to book 6 international flights, and I got on 2 of those international flights with an invalid passport. And I know for sure that it wasn't a mistake, it's actually invalid, because when we got back to the States, Customs told me that it was lost, and it was marked lost 1 month after I got the passport. So this means I didn't even have the passport in the mail yet and it was marked as lost. But I got it, and then 6 months later, I used that invalidated passport to book 6 international flights, and I got on 2 of them. So they had no more information for me, so I contacted the Department of the State, like the department of the government that's responsible for this, and they said they have no idea what I'm talking about, they've never heard of this situation before, and they tell me to go to another department. So I called the National Passport Information Center, and in their system, it's not marked as lost. There's no problem with my passport from the National Passport Information Center. They told me that different departments handle the application of your passport, and there's a completely different department that handles whether or not it's lost or stolen. So hours on the phone later, with the only 2 departments of government that are responsible for this, I have no information as to what happened, except I'm told to send a physical letter through snail mail to a random government P.O. box, and maybe they'll know what's happening with me. I spoke to the airlines, I spoke to an immigration lawyer, and what I've realized is that getting on a flight obviously does not do a full check of your passport. Meaning that the only way I could have possibly known that my falsely flagged passport was flagged was to go through international immigration services in a different country. And they let me get on 24 hours of flights to be as far away from home as I possibly could be to find this out. If you're watching this, I sincerely hope you understand just how freaking dangerous that can actually be. To be totally clear, this was one of the most traumatizing things to happen in my and my girlfriend's lives. We are financially damaged, we are emotionally scarred. It was a horrible experience. However, we're back home, we're safe. But my concern is somebody a lot more vulnerable could go somewhere a lot scarier by themselves, and you would be stuck in a situation that you cannot come back from. So just as another reminder, if your passport is flagged by international police, you are still allowed to get on an international flight. This is not okay. We spoke to the airlines, they said it's not their job to check that. Why? Why is that not checked when getting on an international flight? The responsibility of an airline and our government, to an extent, is to ensure the safety of people getting on a flight. And they're not even doing a full check of your passport when you're getting on a flight. So how can they say that we're keeping us safe? So I'm not making this video to complain about what happened to me. I'm at home and I'm safe. I am making this video to spread awareness that this could happen to you, and you could have no idea that it's going to happen to you until you're in a dangerous situation. At this point, I have nobody to contact. I am resorting to emailing and sending letters in the mail to my local representatives, my state representatives, and I'm almost at a dead end and don't know what to do about it. If you or anybody that you know is involved in government or agencies or international affairs or even the airline, please show this to them, because I am literally at a loss at this point.
If you're an American traveling abroad soon, listen up, because there's a major passport issue happening right now. Here's what you need to know. Americans are leaving the U.S. with valid passports, boarding their flights, and then landing overseas, only to be told at immigration that their passport was flagged as lost or stolen, even though they never reported a lost or stolen passport. In some cases, travelers were denied entry and put on the next plane back to the U.S. And others were sent to the U.S. Embassy for what's called an emergency passport, which costs money and is only valid for a short term, just long enough to get you home, not continue your trip. So imagine this. You paid for your flights, your hotels, your tours, you took PTO, you're excited for your vacation, and then immigration tells you you're not allowed in. That's the reality of what some travelers are facing right now. And here's where it gets confusing. When these travelers contacted the U.S. passport agencies, they were told that their passport was valid and that there was no lost or stolen report. So the U.S. system and the Interpol are not always matching. Now, here are 3 key things you need to understand about this ongoing issue. Number 1, reporting a passport lost or stolen is not a simple form. It requires personal identifying information. Number 2, there's currently no way to lock your passport for being falsely reported. And number 3, the U.S. does not track how often these reports are false. So we don't know how widespread this issue actually is yet. So if you're traveling abroad soon, do these 3 things before you leave the U.S. Number 1, call the National Passport Information Center and have them verify the status of your passport in real time. Number 2, bring a backup ID like a passport card or your driver's license to help prove your identity if needed. Number 3, skip the FOIA requests. Those are only for after cancellation and can take months. This isn't about panic, it's about being prepared. If you're flying internationally anytime soon, it's worth double checking before you get on that plane.
This is why I say, do not travel unless you have an abundance of money. And when I say travel, I'm talking about out of this country. There are so many stories of people, and America screwing them, don't get me wrong, but I'm telling you how to take care of you. There's so many people talking about, I went abroad, I went here, I went there, and I found out that America canceled my passport, or it was reported lost or stolen, and and it's a clerical error from America, right? And then they have to go to the embassy and they're like calling people for money because it costs like $300 to $500 to get whatever right to get back home. That, oh my God, what a night. I would be shaking with anxiety. My worst fear is going to another country to visit, have a good time, and being stuck, being detained by some. Oh my God. But listen, if it can all be cleared up for $500, oh my God, bro, take what you need, right? I remember making a video about how y'all romanticize going and staying at hostels and traveling the cheapest way possible and doing this and that, backpacking across countries where you don't know their language, all for the sake of saying you traveled somewhere and had an experience. And people were like, well, if you got to do it like that, you got to do it like that. All I was ever saying is get your money right before you leave home. Right? Don't go over there being an ugly American, right? There's some shit you got to get together before you leave this beautiful country. And that's one of them. Yo, if you don't have all the money you need to take the trips, have the stays and spend what you need to spend to get through, and a little reserve and some savings just in case you have an emergency and all that, don't leave the country. Go to Vegas, go to LA, go to New York, go to Miami, whatever. If you're in the country, you get back home, right? But do not leave this American soil if you don't have bread to get back if it all goes wrong. I would say for each person going, have $5,000 extra, right, that you're ready to spend to get home. That's all I'm saying.
From the beginning, a question I asked you guys, if you are an American citizen, right now you are in America, what's the situation right now? If you plan to travel to another country, another European country, whether in the Caribbean, whether to Jamaica, whether to Thailand, whether to the West Indies, is your passport valid? You can call the passport call center for more advanced advice so that you cannot be shocked when you relocate to another country. You will be deported back to your own country. This page is all about talking about American trending topics, hot gossips regarding the Black Americans and the Jamaicans at large. I am here to uplift the Black American family, and I'm also here to uplift Jamaica. This little Caribbean island is talked globally, not only in the Caribbean. Thank you for watching. See you on the next episode, where I'll continue to give you an update on American passports rendered invalid. American citizens are panicking. Why is this only happening to them? Is this a way in which Trump's regime is trying to cut off freedom to travel for American citizens? Thank you for watching, and goodbye.